Hi everyone, my name is RhodeRage. Welcome to my Destiny Let's Play video. This video is going to be a start from a level 1 Guardian, a brand new Guardian, all the way up to the end of the story content. I'll be playing all the expansions, kind of comparing how Destiny has changed over the years from, vanilla Destiny right at launch, all the way to House of Wolves, Taken King, Rise of Iron, and where we are going into Destiny 2. I might talk a little bit about the features coming in Destiny 2 as we're playing. I just kind of mentioned that in passing. Same with some of the story. A lot of the story in Destiny is lost. You only get it in the Grimoire cards if you read them outside of the game. They are changing that for the sequel, but we'll see how that works out. So I might explain some of the story as we're playing things, just to kind of fill you in on what's going on and where we are in the story. But I really wanted everybody to get the feel of what is Destiny like if you are a brand new character, never played before, or maybe if you've never played since vanilla Destiny or since launch. What is the game like now, and is it even worth coming back? That's only a question you can answer for yourself, but maybe you'll have a better idea after watching some of these videos. So I'm going to be making a Warlock. I've played a Warlock before, but I deleted my Warlock when I made this video. So let's see here. I guess I'll play as a male. Woken. I haven't really played as a Woken much. This is really fine. I don't care too much about what I look like. Let's not give him any lipstick though. And you know what? Let's just let's change his face paint. We'll do something cool. Yeah, there we go. We'll just do that. We'll just get started right into it. The planet Mars, present day. I'm going to let most of these cinematics play out. This one doesn't really have any voice acting or anything to really to listen to too much, so I'll just let you watch it for yourself. But pretty much these astronauts, they go to the planet Mars to investigate something on here, and we'll see what that is here in a minute. I find it interesting that they're carrying guns with them.
We called it the Traveler, and its arrival changed us forever. Great cities were built on Mars and Venus. Mercury became a garden world. Human lifespan tripled. It was a time of miracles. We stared out at the galaxy and knew that it was our destiny to walk in the light of other stars. But the Traveler had an enemy, a darkness which had hunted it for eons across the black gulfs of space. Centuries after our golden age began, this darkness found us. And that was the end of everything. But it was also a beginning.
Got my happy horn. Cosmodrome. Old Russia, Earth. Guess it doesn't give a date there, does it? Not present day, I can tell you that. Centuries after that last cutscene is all we know.
Ouch. Is it possible? There you are. Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian. Word. You're alive. You don't know how long I've been looking for you. I'm a ghost. Actually, now I'm your ghost. And you? Well, you've been dead a long time. So you're going to see a lot of things you won't understand. This is fallen territory. We aren't safe here. I have to get you to the city. Hold still. Don't worry, I'm still with you. We need to move, fast.
Alright, I guess we'll get moving. So if you're like, everybody else,
We won't survive long out in the open like this. Let's get inside the wall.
then you're probably a little confused about what just happened. So the long and short of it is, humanity found the Traveler, or I guess the Traveler came to them, and it bestowed upon them all kinds of powers. Life, humans live longer, we had all these powers, technology, advanced civilizations, whatever.
Okay, I need to find you a weapon before the Fallen find us.
And then the Traveler brought with it all of its enemies.
They're right above us.
And those are the ones we're hiding from. At least some of them. Yeah, those guys.
Hang tight. Fallen thrive in the dark. We won't. We need more light. I'll see what I can do.
It refers to the Traveler's enemies as the Darkness,
Military systems.
but no one's really sure if the Darkness is an actual entity or if it's a group of enemies, like all these guys are. These are the Fallen.
Here, I found a rifle. Grab it.
Oh, let's go. First gun.
I hope you know how to use that thing.
Yeah, so the Darkness killed the Traveler,
What was that?
and when it died, it made these ghosts. That's this guy who follows us around and helps us. And the ghost is what brought us back to life. Apparently, we've been dead for centuries. I don't know if these guys killed us or what, but one of these enemies killed us. Ghost brought us back, and now we have superpowers. Let's see, I can punch that guy with lightning. And the Traveler made these ghosts, and the ghost revived us kind of as an attempt, or in a last-ditch effort, to defeat the Darkness and its allies. And that's pretty much it. I mean, that's the short version of it. This ghost brought me back from the dead so I could fight the Traveler's enemies. So here we go, let's go do it.
A loot cache. Let's see what's inside.
Ooh. Got a shotgun. Awesome. So this is your item menu. Pretty familiar to other people who've played games, like any other RPG pretty much. Alright, so let's try out the shotgun. We'll reload it here.
Trip mines. Don't touch them.
So he dropped something green, that's just a special ammo pickup. If you played Destiny before, you've seen those. Nothing new there. I am not the most pro Destiny player, so you're going to see a lot of missed shots.
The Fallen have a tighter hold on this place than I thought. Just a little bit further.
I don't think there's anything else really in here for me. Let's keep going.
This was an old cosmodrome. There's got to be something we can fly out of here. Incoming!
You know, the visuals of Destiny are pretty good. Some people like to give it crap, but I've been pretty impressed with how it's looked. I don't think that's ever been one of my concerns.
This close to the surface. Move!
Some of the biggest criticisms of Destiny, especially, you know, the first iteration right after launch that we're playing through now, has always been the progression system. It's been pretty hard to level up and to get good gear and to do the in-game content. And they fixed a lot of that in The Taken King with introducing infusion and changing a lot of the drop rates of weapons and engrams. And we'll kind of jump more into that just as we get to it. Go. Leveled up, level 2, alright.
Of an old jump ship. Could be our ticket out of here.
Alright, so now that we're unlocked, or upgraded, reached the next level, whatever you want to call it, we're going to go here. So this is our subclass, a Void Walker. Void Walkers are those who have stared into the void, or those who have stared into the void are not bound by the laws of space and time. So what do we get? We get a Vortex Grenade. Alright, so we're going to throw that. We'll see how that works. Like I said, it's kind of been a while since I've played a Warlock, and I used to always play my Titan and my Hunter a little bit more. There we go. Void Grenade. That worked out pretty well. Alright, good headshot on that guy and call it good. The gunplay always feels great in Destiny. You know, with them being the makers of Halo, it definitely feels familiar to me. Played a lot of Combat Evolved when they released that. This guy's not very nice, the double captain. Alright, well I think that's all of them.
Alright, let me see if I can get us out of here.
Alright, Mr. Ghost, go take us away.
been here a while. It hasn't made a jump in centuries. We're lucky the Fallen haven't completely picked it clean.
Will it fly?
I can make it work. Okay, it's not going to break orbit, but it just might get us to the city. Now, above that transmitter. Bringing you in. We can come back for them when you're ready. Let's get you home.
Who's that? Who's looking at us? No one really knows. I don't think I even know. Alright, 53 kills. We get a ship. That's just the first level, so that's understandable. Don't get no loot. Now, with the expansions and updates to Destiny, they do now allow you to skip cinematics. That was a very welcome addition when they added it. But for this playthrough, I'm not going to skip through them. Again, this video is for people who haven't played Destiny in a while or never played it, so I'm going to let them roll.
Welcome to the last safe city on Earth. The only place the Traveler can still protect. It took centuries to build. Now, we're counting every day it stands. And this tower is where the Guardians live.
My guy does look a little dorky, just gotta say. But I didn't want to spend too much time on making him. Don't really care too much. Character customization's not crazy in depth, but you can definitely make him probably better looking than I made my guy. I think I just picked what was the default. They did, I don't remember if it was in Vanilla Destiny or not, but they do now allow you to take off your helmet in combat or non-combat zones. And as you see there, that just kind of popped up in the corner. That is a new quest marker. They didn't have those in original Destiny as well. They've added those back. So just like you would find a quest in other MMOs or RPGs, you have quests in the same way. It shows up in your start menu, and I'll pull that up here once we actually get loaded back into the game. It's just taking a little while here. There we go. So you got a quest marker there. Shows you where to go for your next quest. So, but now if you hit start, you have all these new areas. So first of all, you have your inventory, your character, everything like that. If you go over here to progress, now it has quests, and this is honestly where we're going to get most of the story. So here we have a Warlock rises. A Warlock rises from the ashes of an overrun world. Speak to Ikora Ray. The tower is run by a group called the Vanguard. You'll report to Ikora, the Warlock representative. She's very learned. Said to run a spy network called the Hidden. In any case, it's best to listen to her. Alright, so we're going to track that. So that's the new quest system that they implemented in Destiny. And honestly, I like it. I think it adds a little bit to it. So now you know who this person is that you're actually talking to. She's the leader of the Warlocks. And the Vanguard are the ones who protect the city. So already learned a bit more than we did in old Destiny. So let's talk to her. See what she has to say.
Well.
Welcome to the tower, Warlock. Today you begin your training, wielding your light against the unsated maw of the darkness, and I will be here to guide you in your journey. Cool.
I had
continue.
a feeling this would work out.
As a new guardian, you are due our respect and support. Accept these robes, travel with wisdom. Cool. So we get these
All part of the plan.
right here. So we get robes here, and she gives me a couple more quests, it looks like. Step 4. Equip the new piece of armor you received. Okay, so let's open up. It's kind of the tutorial here. It tells you how to equip your armor. Alright, let's do that. Awesome. Alright, so we got another quest. Let's check a look at here. As a warlock, our most powerful weapon is knowledge. In the field, more direct methods are required. Speak to Banshee, the tower's gunsmith. He will arm you well. Cool. And this one says, I can reach level 4 to continue my Legend of the Warlock. You are light in the darkness, Warlock. Always remember that you are our beacon. Guardians like you will keep us on the path, make us feel safe at night. We look to your light to make our lives brighter. Cool, so I need to reach level 4 and go get a weapon from Banshee. Cool, let's go do that. See, now this guy, he's got a floating marker too, so we'll talk to him and he'll probably give us another quest.
Across the system, our enemies are
Complete the Shadow Thief's strike. Old foes among the Devil Splicers, the Hive, and the Vex have returned, Guardian. The Vanguard would call on you again.
You have your orders.
New quest. Complete a Vanguard weekly elite bounty in any of the Rise of Iron Strike playlists. So he wants us to go do some strikes.
Never fall.
Strikes are comparable to like dungeons and things like that in other games. So I don't think we're going to be powerful enough to go do that yet. So maybe we'll put those ones on hold. And we'll just keep doing these two. We can track those. Perfect. Alright, so let's head this way.
Are you ready?
Go get our gun. In the tower you can hit Y to cycle through what guns display in your back. Alright, it's a Banshee here, huh?
Never too early.
Uh-huh, new Guardian, right? Sure, pick a gun. I've been keeping them cleaned and prepped. Won't jam, that's important. Alright, so we got an auto rifle, pulse rifle, scout rifle, and a hand cannon. So, they're all pretty much the same. They don't, they don't have the same level. Just kind of choose whatever you're in the mood for, what you like. I've got a shotgun for close range, so let's pick the scout rifle. Give us a little more range here, alright? Alright, so now the next step is equip the weapon. Simple enough. Check on the status of your ship with Amanda Holiday in the tower. Alright, so who's Amanda Holiday? Get out of here.
Keep us safe.
Progress. Before we go anywhere, we'll need an update on our ship. That thing has been out of action for years. Hopefully Shipwright Holiday will have some good news for us. Alright, let's go check on our ship. Apparently our little ghost didn't do a good enough job fixing it up. Huh? That's why they had to replace his voice. You might have noticed that as well. If you only played the original Destiny, your ghost might sound a little different. It's because they switched the voice actor from Peter Dinklage over to Nolan North for all the expansions. And they dubbed over himself in the original Destiny as well. Alright, what does Shipwright have to say? The Arcadia class ships are we're always resilient. Shame about that warp drive though. Still, lucky you didn't explode on takeoff. Well, there you go. Cool. Talk to Zavala.
Take care, guys.
Nothing left but the fall. Right. So let's read that too. We make it out of the Cosmodrome with the ship, and it turns out we not to have a warp drive. Typical. Zavala will know what to do, I hope. Alright, so can run back again. Like I said, I've never actually played a new character like this since all the expansions, so it's kind of nice to see. It may be annoying if you've played this a lot before, but I've never read all these little quest objectives before, so this is all new to me and actually giving me a little bit more info. And then I remember, from what I remember in the story, I thought you just ran around, grabbed stuff, and then straight to the next mission. So having this little extra story, I think, is a nice addition. Sure would have been nice if it was explained better through cinematics, but I think we'll see that in Destiny 2. Alright, Holiday is a skilled technician. Your ship should be restored. Unfortunately, her report says you're missing a warp drive. We need you out there in the system, Guardian. Return to the Cosmodrome and find a replacement. Alright. So the next step, return to the Cosmodrome and hunt for parts to restore your ship's ability for interplanetary travel.
Yeah,
Alright.
You got stories.
We need your help.
So now we leveled up to 3, and he wants us to go back?
See you.
Alright, well, let's go back. I'll go back to orbit. And let's do that mission. Let's head back down to the Earth. I think that's what the mission said. We'll go back up. For some reason, I'm thinking that you had to talk to the speaker before you left. Some more guys down here, but maybe not. Yeah, return. There's a chance we can find a warp drive just lying around. Then again, I spent years searching for a Guardian to work with, so I'm not exactly a good luck charm. Alright, so complete the mission restoration. Alright, we'll just track that and do that one. Alright, see now it tracks it for us, so we can go down here. Restoration. Let's do it.
There's so little left out here. We were lucky to even find this ship. A Guardian can't do much to protect the city without one. But it needs a warp drive if we ever hope to fight beyond Earth. And that Cosmodrome is the only place I know where we might still find one. We survived the Fallen once. We can do it again.
Alright, let's go find that warp drive.
A Guardian ship was recently shot down here. If the Fallen haven't gotten to it, there might be parts we can salvage.
Alright, so we'll head over there. Out of my way, birds. I got important wizard space stuff to do. Can I wave to him? I can dance with him. How do I wave? There we go. Point. I don't know what that is. Okay.
The ship's avionics are completely catatonic, but I can cull their last transmission.
Okay, yeah, I get it. I can see my current objective while pressing the button.
They managed to restore an information hub here, down in the tunnels below. We should check it out.
Alright, so we'll go check that out. Get out of there, Wild Braden. Whoa.
A map of the entire area.
Take your
What we really
pictures.
need to find is a warp drive, so we can jump to any planet or moon. Our only hope is where we found our ship. We have to go back.
Well, alright. We'll go back. Nope. Oh, this way. hey, bad guys. Alright, so we'll just keep running through here and we'll see if we can find that warp drive.
Scanning for the warp drive.
Maybe we want this.
It's already in
Alright, new gloves. So as you can see, it's got better defense, so put that on. And that just bumped up my light level to level 9 instead of 7. Light level is kind of like item level in other games. It's a general representation of your strength and defense. So that had 22 defense, that had 5, so yeah, it's kind of just a general attack and defense average. Alright, looks like I got a new ability too. Let's go see what I unlocked. A glide. Jump and then press A to glide. Cool. Let's keep moving. There's that glide in action. Guess not very useful for jumping up higher, just gliding down, huh?
I hope you're ready for this.
There we go, grenade. Land these headshots. That'll help.
It's in the walls.
Uh-oh. It's the big guy. Hide behind this wall over here, yep. Take out your funds first. Disconnect. Let's see if it does. Oh, it does. He thinks I'm over there. What's up? How that? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Alright, let's kill this guy. I don't know how much damage that's doing. That doesn't look like a lot. We'll stick with this. Yeah, I don't think the shotgun works at that range. Almost got him though. Look at him. He's almost dead. Blow up. Yeah. And something you might have noticed just now
You just killed an Archon.
is that it used to be that you
We
didn't
got
really
a
get
warp
loot from
drive.
bosses, but now they drop stuff. So we get ether seeds and encrypted Ingram. So that's nice. It used to be pretty rare that these guys would actually drop anything. I think they had an equal chance of dropping loot as the normal mobs did, so they definitely increased that in one of the updates. I think it was with the Taken King. Awesome. So now we got new robes, new gloves, and new boots. Oh, looky there, and a helmet and a sniper rifle. Alright, loot. Yeah, getting loot and getting better gear was something that was pretty hard in the original Destiny. It was really hard to level up. But now this loot that drops at the end of missions and at the end of bosses is always supposed to be pretty close to the same light level as you, or if not a little higher. So let's see. Yeah, see, that's That's better, so we'll get that helmet on. Oh, that's not any better. We'll have to wait on those boots. They're encrypted. We're going to delete this old stuff. We don't need that. And this is much better too. Alright. A Kavastov. We don't need that right now. Actually, we're going to hold on to that. An interesting thing is if you keep that gun, you can turn it into an epic, or what did they call it? A legendary later. Exotic, that's the word I'm looking for. Okay, so don't have anything more here. Alright, next mission. What do we need to do? Just go turn it in. Got the warp drive and killed an Archon. I'm willing to bet even Zavala will crack a smile at that. Alright, let's go turn that in. Got the warp drive. Hopefully Boss Man is happy with us. See what he says.
From the day your ghost woke you, your light has been our beacon.
Why, thank you.
You defended this city from the worst the darkness sent against us.
I have?
Atheon, Crota, Oryx, Axis.
Well, this is funny.
When you are called on, you will do it again. The city's children tell your story to each other. Pretending to be guardians, they grow braver and more powerful with each retelling. They are no longer afraid. You have shown them, and you have shown me, what it is to hope. You have led us.
Alright, well, we're actually going to skip that cinematic. Because that would be really confusing to new players. So I'm glad I'm running through this and I actually know what's going on. That is the Age of Triumph, like, cinematic. So that was what they released as a cinematic going into Destiny 2. So that's supposed to show as part of the story after you have beaten the story and after you have beaten all of the expansions that go with Vanilla Destiny. So that's pretty funny and pretty big bug, I guess. Or, you know, I've just started. Maybe that doesn't start if, you know, you don't have a high level character or something, but if you are a new player to Destiny and you see that, it might be worth skipping it that time at least, and then going back and watching it later. Otherwise, that might just get confusing with the story and what's going on. It was confusing me at first, that was for sure. I was like, wait a second, I haven't killed anybody or done anything yet. Alright, so let's go turn in this quest and see what Zavala has to say.
Tell me you're not afraid of the dark.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just have to ignore that last cinematic for now, because that's much later in the story.
Good day to you.
You've only just begun your Guardian career. Well, not according to what you just showed me. And you've already slain an Archon. Impressive. Let's see if you can maintain your tenacity. I mean, sending you back into action. Oh. Contacting Destiny servers. Well, see, guys, now you're getting the full Destiny experience here. Just got babooned. Error code baboon. Whatever that is. Oh, another error code weasel. So you can kind of see why some people were having gripes with Destiny. You know, the story didn't make much sense. Even now, they've released a few more expansions, and while the storytelling and cinematics have gotten better, if you're still just jumping brand new right back into it, it still seems a little jumbled and a little confusing. Error messages like that are still pretty common to this day. Just randomly getting kicked out. You know, a lot of people are wishing for dedicated servers, but I mean, if this is the quality of the dedicated servers, I'm not too sure about that, right? Just get kicked out all the time. I wasn't even doing anything like a raid or a multiplayer match. Alright guys, well it looks like it's struggling to load here, so I think this might be a good break, and I'll come back. I'll get it started again, and then we'll come back next video, and we'll continue our journey then.